Hey everybody, welcome to our Halloween special.
Yay!
Yeah, we said we were gonna do it. Here we are. I don't know what y'all got planned for today, being Halloween's on a Monday. I know a lot of celebration was actually done over the weekend. There's a whole lot of Halloween, like costume parties around our way where we live. I could hear them like on Friday, Saturday night. I
I,
know you was at work, unfortunately.
yeah, and I work tomorrow too. But I remember last year Halloween fell on a weekend, and me and the Juggalos were trick or treating.
Oh. Also, when you rap the Ghetto Boys version, man.
Well, there are some words in that version I can't say.
Oh yeah, yeah, that is true. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Well, got a pretty interesting mix of comics tonight. You're not gonna really see no major names too much in them, but I guess it's the first time for everything. A lot of these comics ain't really well remembered. Well, this is the first one on my date with monsters. Just the title alone, make you think, it's gonna be something real different right here.
Sounds like something Elvira would make fun of.
Yeah.
I know I've dated a couple of real monsters in my time, sister.
Well, I will say this book has quite the complex story to it. We see the main character. Her name is Rima, I believe. I think that's her name, Rima. She leaves her daughter with the babysitter. She goes to go to a date with a man that she's trying to see if it's gonna be her soulmate or not. Needless to say, she wasn't really feeling the guy at all. She goes into the bathroom to meet up with her friend. Her friend is like a creature that fends off mares. They're like creatures that come when you go to sleep. They're like,
They fend off mares like horses?
nah, in this book, they're like creatures. It's hard to explain. It's like,
I'm more concerned about why there are horses trying to get you while you're sleeping. I hate horses.
oh, no, they're not horses. It's like a creature that comes when you go to sleep, because like the lines between reality and dreams have been like really blurred now, like in this story.
Okay, so he's a metaphor for sleep paralysis.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, like I said, this is like one of the creatures that fend them off. Don't like if the mayor get to you and they kill you, they kill you in real life.
He looks a bit like the Golgothan, remember?
Yeah,
Not born. Shit into existence.
of course the creature is hungry. Cause that's pretty much the real reason he called her back into the bathroom to tell her that he's pretty much looking for something to feed on.
I mean, we get popcorn.
Yeah. The guy that she was on a date with comes in, sees the creature. He's like, don't know what to say at all. He's like freaked out instantly. Well, she ends up fending off a creature that tries to come for her date when he goes to sleep. Needless to say, that really gets the creature happy because he wants something to eat. He's about to get it. Now, like, meanwhile, back at her house, the babysitter's kind of, I guess you say, chilling out. Although she goes into her daughter's room, sees some mares in there. There is like a little story about like the pills that everybody's required to take, and it's like called blanket pills. They kind of like the drug in Freddy versus Jason, like they help you sleep, but they suppress your nightmares.
Hypnosil.
Yeah, it's like that. It's just called something else in this book. But yeah, they see the mares.
Mayor!
Yeah,
Now that's a good idea. I should run for mayor.
and and the creature here, he like happily eats them up too. He like always stays hungry.
Oh, holy shit, it's the Toxic Avenger.
And he do kind of look like him a bit. I wonder if that is like an unofficial appearance of him. It looks just like him. You know, of course, they're not gonna say that.
Well, it's New Jersey's finest versus a shit demon, so.
Yeah. After he eats up the creatures, he goes to talk to the woman's daughter. Daughter's wondering why. Why can't this creature and her mother get together, you know, as I guess you say as a couple? He obviously tells her, you know, she's human and he's not, so it ain't gonna work.
And there's one of those Japanese butthole eye demons.
Oh, butthole. Oh. Yeah.
Can you imagine if that guy got pink eye?
Yeah, it would be very dangerous. And on the next morning, oh, actually, Risa, that's my bad. Actually, her name's Risa, not Rima. It's Risa. She's like making breakfast. This is actually her friend, too. Come out, try to tell her like she needs to go fall in love, find a new man, and all that kind of stuff. She's not really hearing it too much. We about to find out all this has a deeper meaning than what's on the surface.
Would you say it's a metaphor?
I don't know, maybe. She's actually having a dream right here, like she's starting to flash back to how the blanket pills came to fruition. She used to work for this corporation. One day, like something went horribly wrong. And it kind of led to how, like, everybody needs to take them pills. Also caused the death of her husband. And then it's like another mayor tries to come, but he's keeping watch. Of course, he's about to eat him. But meanwhile, it's like a secret collaboration going on between the governments of America and Japan and the Yakuza. They're about to undergo a top secret mission. I know we get to see how like 7 years ago there was this thing called the Breach Incident. They like pretty much tried to weaponize the dreams, like everything went wrong. They started talking about like how Risa lost her husband in that whole ordeal.
And her Uncle Remus?
Yeah. I don't know where that one came from, Uncle Remus.
Well, I mean, you called her Rima earlier.
Yeah, that was my mistake. I know
So
it was
maybe you were
Risa.
confusing her for her Uncle Remus.
Actually, I think I was. You remember that character from DC in the 70s called Rima the Jungle Girl? I think that was kind of was somehow on my mind.
Can't say remember that one. I remember Sheena, Queen of the Jungle.
Yeah, Sheena was cool though.
Sheena is a punk rocker. Sheena.
Yeah, that's a classic song right there.
Yeah.
And they start talking about like Risa's daughter, how her biggest dream is to see her mother remarry with somebody else. They're gonna try to make it come true. They start talking about how they made dreams come true for other people.
Like Whitney Houston, apparently.
That girl does look a lot like her. And then they actually pick a recruit. They're gonna try to send him to meet Risa, try to pretty much get them to hook up with each other. The guy don't really want to do it at all because he's more interested in, you know, blasting away the mayor creatures.
Well, as long as they don't throw him in the briar patch.
He tries to get a transfer because he's not liking this assignment he's being assigned to. They deny his transfer. Although he does get to go on a mission later that night to go kill some mayors. And needless to say, he loves it too. He's real trigger happy. He's loving all the action. And the next day, see Reese's daughter go to school. Obviously, she don't like school at all. She looks totally unhappy to be there. But then somebody happens to fall asleep in class.
Holy shit, that's Sergeant Kabuki Man, NYPD.
Oh, it is? I mean, I know it kind of look like him with the mask.
Yeah, so we got Toxie, we got Kabook.
I wonder if they trying to allude to something here.
Yeah, I wonder. I speak English, but I wonder if they'll have Master Bader too.
Well, I know there is an issue number 2 to this, which I unfortunately don't have yet. Well, I'm gonna get. Well, boy ends up falling asleep, and unfortunately for everybody in class, that means a creature has come, to visit them because he actually behind on his pills. He forgot to take them, so he ain't had that buffer going on for him. Because everybody's frightened to death too. The creature pretty much kills the boy. Now the creature's looking for somebody else to kill. Reese's daughter hiding, trying to get somebody to come to her aid and end this story here. There's a lot going on in this book.
Yep.
It's a pretty bizarre story too, if you want to be honest.
Yep. But at least he didn't get thrown in the briar patch.
Yeah. Tell, it's like really trying to be like original here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like kind of a campy horror thing going on here. I mean, I like the effort. It took me a while to really get into what was going on, because, it's like not really something you used to seeing in comic books too much. Because you used to seeing like superheroes like Batman and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, I don't know about that. I read Archie.
Oh, yeah, I know you do. Well, I'll probably give this book a 4. I actually like it.
I can't see your mouth.
Yeah. It's just,
Well, you don't have to lean back like that.
Oh, okay. It's just, something I can't really recommend it to a whole lot of people, because I think a lot of like normal comic book fans probably wondering, what the hell's going on in this book.
Do you think normal comic book fans are watching this show?
I really don't know. I know a few people who might be watching, but other than that, all bets are off.
Although we are about to cross 3,000, so thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, and thank you a whole lot. Hopefully this show puts it over 3,000. But yeah, I recommend this like it's the horror fans and, people that just want to read something different, and people that might be, people who might be kind of like tired of what DC and Marvel have to offer, looking for something else.
What company put this one out?
Aftershock did. Yeah, indie company.
Isn't that Dr. Dre's company?
That's Aftermath.
Oh, math was never my best subject, so.
Yeah, Aftershock, Aftermath. 2 totally different things. I couldn't see Dr. Dre getting into this kind of stuff.
Well, I couldn't see Will Smith producing Cobra Kai, but...
Well, he did, produce the Karate Kid remake, so... It ain't that far-fetched.
Okay.
Well, we got another comic book you may have forgotten. This one's from 2012, from the New 52 era DC. Pretty underrated era, I might say. This one called The Looker. Sexy cover to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like an evil Jessica Rabbit.
Yes, it does look just like that. We see I guess you say, little origin story. The main character name's Emily Briggs. They call her The Looker. She was a model that happened to have a one-night stand with the wrong man and turned out to be a vampire.
Well, not every tryst in a cemetery can be as romantic as ours.
Yeah. Well, he chose to feed on her. She thought she was dead, but she ended up actually coming back as a vampire herself.
As you do.
Yeah. We find out she still has a hand in the modeling industry. See like this little catwalk here, or whatever you want to call it.
Actually, that's an interesting question. Can you take pictures of vampires? Because I know they don't have reflections, but...
She retired from the modeling industry, but she running an agency now.
Okay.
So she can't stand like the lights and all that stuff anymore. Yeah, she's pretty much like contracting talent and all that kind of stuff now. She's there like watching, making sure everything goes right.
Because, you know, she could be an artist model.
Yeah. She pretty much looks at the crowd and looking at the people, you know. She pretty much sees everybody. She thinks everybody's anxious and feeling lonely and all that kind of stuff, and begging for attention. But meanwhile, she finds out something bad is happening. Like one of her models, actually two of them, have skipped out and now they're missing. Now she's gonna try to find out what happened to them. Soon as she finds some drugs in the missing model's bag, but there was also some blood in it. She licks the blood. She started getting memories of the women that were murdered. It kind of sends her into a seizure for a couple days.
Damn, blood memories? I'll bet you whoever wrote this is a Scientologist.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, that's cellular memories, my bad.
Yeah. She pretty much blacks out for a couple days and she's revived and says she had a seizure. And she starts telling how she had them memories from the blood, how it really hit her all at once. Well,
Anytime now, I'm hourly.
yeah. Well, she starts like talking about like how, like I guess how things need to keep going on. We know with the agency and all that. You start seeing flashbacks of her own modeling career.
Well, they clearly took her picture when she retired, so...
Then we start getting flashbacks of how she met her current staff members. Pretty interesting stuff going on here. We start seeing like how she had to like rough a few people up and like save a couple of them. And she ends up going to this artist that she knows really well. He's like making something for a British rock star.
Some kind of werewolf statue from the looks of it.
Yeah. They start conversing about like how actually the missing models' names, I forgot to say the names, Esther and Siren, that's what they call them. She tells, actually his name is Paul, she tells him how she gonna try to figure out what happened to them, you know, how they ended up in the river and all that kind of stuff. Cause they got like a brief, you know, kiss, but she kinda didn't expect to do that. She just ends up, you know, going back out when she came.
She feels the calling of the blood. Contrary to popular belief, we do read these comics before we shoot this show.
Yeah, there's just so much going on, like, you know, reading about all these unfamiliar characters.
That's why we usually don't do the entire book.
Yeah. But this is an old comic, so it's really nothing to spoil now. Plus, it's like a decade old at that. Probably giving this comic book some publicity, if anything.
Oh my, aren't we getting a big head?
Hey. Well, she kind of goes, she leaps through the night and she goes to go investigate the murders. She ends up finding one of her staff members. It turns out one of the models actually came back as a vampire. Pretty much tried to kill him. Actually about to succeed because he ends up dying.
So she wasn't about to succeed. She did succeed.
Yeah. So then she's pretty much led to the person who did it. Actually, we see Esther right here. She's under some type of hypnosis. She's been drugged up.
Move your fingers.
Then the looker comes face to face with the suspect who killed her missing model, named Simon Glass. He like real happy to see her too. It turns out Simon Glass is not really a man at all. He's actually a creature himself. He's succubus, as a matter of fact.
Looks more like a starfish.
Yeah.
Or a Rorschach test.
Pretty much tries to attack the looker and they get to battling each other. But the battle doesn't last too long. I must say, it's some real good art in this book.
Mm-hmm.
It actually lands a bite on her. A bite near her shoulder. That really makes her mad because this is like a couture outfit now. It's all torn up.
Really, they really pulled the my hair bit.
Yeah. She don't really know how to kill him, but she takes the guess. She pretty much punches his heart out. That does the trick.
Usually does.
Yeah. Well, now that Simon's dead, Esther's broke free of her hypnosis.
Breaking broke.
Yeah.
It's a spin-off we didn't know we needed until now.
We see the aftermath of everything. I know the reports say Simon killed himself. And then his house, like before he set his house on, or after he set his apartment on fire, but we all know what really happened. They're all watching the news happily. But then Looker actually gets an invitation to Paul's house. We end in the book like this. This is a cool little book. I don't know if anything ever became of this or not. I kind of hope so. This character's pretty damn cool right here. If we had to give this a 4.5, the artwork is fantastic. The story is real cool. I'm glad I actually took a chance on this book when I bought it. I bought it second in Charles last year sometime. I think I only bought it for $1. I don't think I wasted my money at all either. It's a shame it took me so long to read it.
Oh, we've all been there, stockpiling books and such.
Yeah. I know you know better than anybody about that one.
Yep. We've been having some discussions lately about how much room all these comics are taking.
Yeah.
We're trying to condense a little bit. Not get rid of, just condense.
Well, this is the last one. Well, I don't know, like, if you're a real big X-Men fan, you remember Generation X from the 90s. Well,
I wonder if this came before or after Pepsi's Generation Next. Because I know Gen X was already a term by then, but
probably came. Well, this came in 1998, so it probably came after. Well, yeah, before I say anything, I know y'all probably remember this movie.
Small Soldiers.
Yeah.
Great movie, terrible game.
I never played the game. I don't really play too many games based on movies.
I mean, it was just kind of like a really shitty arena fighter kind of thing. There are about 1,000 of them on the PS1.
Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not really a big fan of this offshoot of X-Men too much at all. So
I know M was a pretty interesting character because she's a woman, I think in her 20s, But she's actually two teenage girls who merged together.
Yeah, I think it actually says that here. I'm glad. Oh yeah, I know they did this back then. It's starting to bring this back, thankfully, in Marvel now. Like they got give you like the synopsises and all that before they get into the story. Kind of give you a brief little, tidbit about what you missed from the previous issue if you didn't read it.
Mm-hmm.
That's always welcome.
Yeah, that was back when they actually gave a shit about bringing in new readers.
Yeah. Now, bear with me, because like I said, I don't really know too many of these characters very well.
And of course, they have the Oreo ad.
Yeah. Well,
we should have gotten some Oreos instead of the Bunch of Crunch and the M&Ms.
Yeah, well, I know that's what you wanted.
Well, they're tasty.
Well, we're at the Xavier Mansion here. They're about to pretty much watch some scary movies. Once the girls are not really looking forward to it at all.
Actually, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't this offshoot mostly girls?
Yeah, they are. It's kind of half and half. I mean, there are a lot of female members. Cause I like this how they like kind of spoof the titles of like well-known slasher films, like Friday the 14th.
Massachusetts Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
Well, it's
All Hallows Eve.
And Something Zombies and Yell.
Sicko.
And Friday the 14th.
Yeah. But yeah.
And then Skin comes in looking like a zombie.
Yeah, they got the VHSs flying around. You can tell this comic book is from a different time in history.
Oh, Fruit by the Foot.
Yeah, I remember that. I used to eat that sometimes.
Oh, sweet mystery of life.
Well, they're like fixing some snacks to go with the movies too in the kitchen.
Is it Husk or Skin who has to keep his mouth covered because he like spits out things he digests?
I'm gonna go take a look right quick.
Because my only real connection with Generation X is the amalgam crossover that they did where it was Generation Hex. So I know that there was a version of that character that got merged with someone from DC's Westerns, but I don't remember which one.
Honestly, I don't know which one it is. To be honest, it's so hard to keep up with some of these people. There's so many different X-Men members, especially during this time this comic book was made.
I mean, statistically, there has to be at least one X-Man whose code name is Larry.
Yeah, it's like gotta be at least 100, 200 different X-Men members. In there making the snacks. Of course, she gets mad because like her nails kind of get caught up in the like the sugars, like them sugar trees start flying everywhere, like kind of peel away all the stuff she had put on her nails.
Now, see, this is something I do kind of miss about comics from that era. You got to see superheroes just kind of hanging out.
Yeah. I'm gonna see something real cool on this page. So they sit down to watch the movies they rented from the video store. They like talk about how they want to fast forward through all the lame stuff, like get to like all the action and the killing scenes. They actually do see like a real picture from the Jason movie in this comic book. I thought this is real cool.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder.
You are correct. It is very cool.
I wonder how much they had to pay to get that in here, because I know they probably had to pay some licensing for this.
Undoubtedly, yes.
Yeah.
Although there might be some kind of fair use thing.
Yeah. Like the girls like thinking like all this stuff is gross. They're not really liking the movie, so although the guys loving it.
Which is weird because statistically, most horror fans are women.
Yeah. Well, a lot of guys wrote this book, so a lot of stereotypes.
Not to leak.
Yeah. Then start talking about how like the movies like can induce nightmares in people and all that kind of stuff. And they about to like put on another movie. They about to put on the quote unquote Massachusetts Chainsaw Massacre.
Well, it's certainly more likely than a Massachusetts gunfight.
Yeah. But then later that evening, Jubilee's asleep. She's about to have a very weird dream.
She's dreaming about her friend in the shower.
Actually, about to take a. Well, actually, yeah, she is. Yeah, because what ends up happening, turns out there's like a killer on the loose in the house. Killer goes into the shower, kind of like a nod to the Psycho shower scene.
Mm-hmm.
And he ends up killing her. That ends up scaring Jubilee.
So it's just a guy with like dynamite on his chest? Is he the midnight bomber what bombs at midnight? From The Tick?
This is actually, I think it's like some villain named Bastion, I think. Cause he like saying like he like got the bomb strapped to his chest. He's gonna like explode the whole house, try to rid the world of mutants. The bomb does go off though.
Well, he's going to try to rid the world of mutants by blowing up 6 people.
Yeah. Like I said, this is a weird dream. Then I keep what's his face? I think it's
I think that's Skin.
Yeah, I think it is too.
Because he has skin.
Yeah.
Not many people do.
Jubilee trying to tell him what happened. Skin's not really comprehending the severity of the situation. Cause he like trying to say, he knows it's a dream. We trying to get Jubilee to wake up. But it's something real cool is coming to. The dream continues and we treat it to like I guess you said like a parody somewhat of Freddy.
Pastiche, maybe? Because it's clearly supposed to be him, but, you know.
Yeah, he dressed up as Freddy.
It's a legally distinct knockoff of a popular 80s slasher character, but with miniature swords for fingers instead of blades.
Yeah. And then like Skin's trying desperately to get Jubilee to wake up, but she just isn't. He ends up getting hacked to death. And Jubilee starts running down the hall. She runs past.
I think that's M.
Yeah, she runs past M. M kind of think Jubilee losing her mind. That is until what's his face? What was his face again?
Freddy Krueger?
No, I'm talking like the guy is dressed up as. Because you said it like a couple seconds ago.
Oh, a legally distinct knock. That whole thing, that was just Rick and Morty quote. Oh. But that guy he's killed, his name's Skin.
Yeah. But like, she ends up getting hacked to death next though. And then we see like another knockoff of a popular slasher movie character.
So it's like Beetlejuice, but he's the Omega Man?
Yeah, something like that. But then they like kind of got Jubilee trapped. She tried to make a run for it.
I gotta say, they give her such cute running poses in this comic.
Yeah. But then they try to she makes her way to the kitchen. She sees yes, I know I'm like kind of like, so I'm really behind on a lot of these character names. I'm not really the biggest Generation X fan.
Oh wait, I recognize that guy from the cartoon. That's Omega Red.
Well, I guess Omega Red, he's like not really knowing what's happening, but he gets the rude awakening when he gets killed next, and then.
Well, the guy with the tentacles was Omega Red. I think the guy with like the bandana across his mouth, I believe his name is Husk. We do read comics, just not these ones in particular.
Yeah. But then we see like the guy from early still in the kitchen, like making coffee and stuff. But then, unfortunately for them, some more characters are on the way for him. We see like a Leatherface knockoff. He ends up slashing them with the chainsaw.
He looks like Leatherface cosplaying as Doc Brown.
Yeah, kind of does.
It's a shame. We were into cross-dressing Leatherface by this point, at least in the movies.
Yeah, actually the fourth movie came out the year before this comic. So then the Leatherface of this comic ends up hacking him up.
Sensing a pattern here.
Now Jubilee's kind of trapped and she's all alone now. All them killers are coming for her at once.
Oh wait, I just realized. The Freddy Krueger guy is Sabretooth.
Yeah, actually, it might be.
And okay, I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea who that is.
So then Jubilee starts like signaling, trying to make herself wake up.
And you know what I say to that? Don't get hot and flustered.
She finally does wake up, and like all the other Gen X members start, asking her if she's okay. She starts telling them that she had a nightmare. And it turns out they had like a lot of masks. They like hiding their masks behind. They had a plan to prank her. But then she ended up being scared anyway by the nightmare. They like end the issue like that. I'm not really a Generation X fan too much, but I kind of had to get this issue. They had like all like sending up some like them classic slasher films.
And it had my particular favorite art style from American comics, where everyone who has dark hair looks vaguely Asian.
Yeah. And I happen to have to get this one of 5. This is a really, really cool, fun book right here. Like, if you into horror like we are, this book is like really cool, man. I like how they had that actual picture of Jason in there. That was just, I didn't expect to see that when I first opened this book. I'm glad I did. Wish they could have got some more actual pictures in there. They probably paid a fortune to get that one in there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is really fun though. Especially like if you just like them horror films, you want to see them like in an unexpected place like this.
Alrighty, now before we get into our outro, I'm going to need you to hold up that pumpkin on your necklace. Okay, now hold it. Happy, happy Halloween, 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 happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
I kind of had an idea you might do that tonight. But yeah, we really tried to put some effort into this thing here.
Like, this sign is actually sewed onto the couch.
Yeah. Yeah, I know we got, a lot of this from the dollar store. We kind of had to work with what we can get. Maybe next year we could try something more elaborate.
Fun fact, we actually bought all this stuff the same night we went to see Black Adam.
Yeah. I know y'all probably seen the review video for that. That was a really good movie.
Yes, and stay tuned for some videos of her in the gym as Wonder Woman.
Yeah. I'm really getting it in as of late.
Yeah, I think as of filming 1 is already up on the YouTube channel, but you've got a couple more you're going to post.
Yeah, I got a lot more. I filmed a lot of footage at the gym earlier.
Alrighty, so
Happy Halloween, and thank you for all the views. I know we about to hit 3,000 soon. Thank you for that.
And I want to make a promise to you guys. For one thing, because you haven't seen any of me physically in this video, so there's my arm. But if we hit over 9,000 views, I will get her to review something Dragon Ball related.
And we'll see how that one goes.
Well, it's a meme, babe. It's over 9,000!
Yeah.
But not yet. We're about to be over 3,000.
Yeah. But yeah, we hope you enjoyed this special of ours, and hope you enjoy your Halloween if you're not too hungover from the weekend. Just a bummer had to fall on a Monday, a lot of us gotta go to work and all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, but since we get to dress in costumes tomorrow, I'm gonna go wearing a dress.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm gonna wear my leopard print dress, and I'm gonna go as a cougar.
I will say this: I don't care what nobody think. Halloween needs to be a holiday that we get off from work. I don't care what nobody says.
Exactly.
That's how I feel about it.
Under Title IX, Halloween is gay Christmas.
Yeah, Halloween needs to be a federally recognized holiday. Like, what y'all thinking? You need to get on this now, finally. Yeah.
Okay, so sneaky peeky next weeky?
Oh yeah, well, not next week, probably in a couple nights or so. We're gonna review a new Spider-Man comic, and we gonna have for the Blast in the Past. The first issue was Silver Sable. That's gonna be really fun. But yeah, happy Halloween! Thanks for all the views. Remember to hit like and subscribe. And
Love, peace, and chicken grease.
yeah, see you soon.
Love ya.